love something you do, you gotta trust your instincts. There's no other way. You gotta give it your all for the job. Otherwise, what's the point? And for a while, I believed anyone could do sound with a little determination. Before I even started helping churches fix their sound or found myself in a desert, Chris Hamill was a hell of a sound guy, I can tell you that. I mean, I was so good that when I mixed, I could make even the grumpiest of bands smile with how I mixed their set. I'm serious, I had it down so cold that I was being asked what samples and triggers I used to mix drums when all I did was apply the right EQ. Sin City. Vegas is a place where millions of suckers fly in on their own nickel and leave billions of dollars on the table. But at night, you can't see the desert that surrounds Las Vegas. It's in the desert where a lot of the town's problems are solved. A lot of holes in the desert, and a lot of those problems are buried in those holes. Bass players not changing strains, guitar players using all-in-one effect processing pedals, singers who mumble in the mic, keyboard players who don't have consistent volume in their sounds. I mean, you gotta do it right. Before you show up with a package in a trunk, you gotta dig the hole. Otherwise, you'll be out in the heat for 45 minutes digging, and who knows who will come by. Maybe the drummer will actually show up on time instead of just playing in time, and now you gotta dig more holes. At the time of my flight, there was some light government shutdown that was affecting TSA lines at the airport. Many workers weren't showing up, lines were long, and being in the greater New York area, I got the first flight out of town and arrived nearly 3 hours early, thinking I'd be able to check in and relax. However... So, as it turns out, I may have been a little generous with getting here. There's no one here. I'm literally the only person here. Because as it turns out, the terminal is closed until 4 a.m. It's currently 2:30, which means I have an hour and a half before I'm gonna get my genitals touched by the TSA. And yeah, there's no one here. So I'm gonna try to find a vending machine of some sort so I can at least have like a Diet Coke or something to stay awake, because I plan on sleeping the entire flight out to Vegas. I haven't gone to sleep at all tonight, so we'll see. So there are no vending machines. Great. Finally through TSA. That took way longer than expected. My flight leaves in exactly 45 minutes, so it took about an hour to get through TSA security. I guess with everything going on, a lot of these TSA workers are working for free, or they're all working for free. Nevertheless, they were a lot spicier than usual, so with all my camera stuff in my bags, I had to empty everything. And I was getting rushed out of the TSA line, so I'm like, no, I'm gonna repack my bag accordingly. And well, it didn't sit well with them, so they forced me to go to extra screening. Anyway, it's 5:30 a.m. Let's finally get to the gate, get some coffee, or get a water or something, and get ready to board this flight. Captain Obvious travel tip. If you know you're going to sleep on the flight, get the window seat to rest your head against your pillow or sweater. Also, it gives you obligatory B-roll opportunities. Just got off the plane and there's already slot machines to lose all my money at. Love it. All right, I am officially in Vegas, and I'm having to walk a very long way to the rental car shuttle. So here's the good news and bad news. The good news is it's going to be sunny all weekend. Duh, I'm in a desert. But it's going to be, on average, 100 degrees. I'm already sweating, and I don't like the heat. When I finally got my rental car, I was hungry and finally decided to knock a food destination off my list that everyone was talking about. So, a confession. I've never been to In-N-Out Burger. A lot of people talk a lot of smack about In-N-Out being the best. And, well, I had to try it. About to eat In-N-Out for the very first time. And from a fat guy perspective, I'm going to give you the definitive ranking of this. Okay, right away, you're getting some points off because look at how thick the bread is compared to the actual patties. Really? A burger should be a big, thick beef patty with a bun just to literally contain the burger. So points off for that. I'm gonna try that in a second, but legit, these fries are fantastic. Like, this is the first and only like junk food place I've ever been to that doesn't oversalt the fries. And I actually had to get some salt to put it on the fries because they didn't salt it. I legit love that. But okay, moment of truth. In-N-Out. Very first time eating In-N-Out. Mid. Like, hysterically mid. The fries are better than the burger. And yeah, the burger tastes like it's not good. I mean, comparatively to like Shake Shack is like light years better than this. But still, I'm fat and a burger's a burger, so I'm gonna eat this and enjoy it. But this whole like In-N-Out is the best. Fake news. No way. After the most mid burger I ever ate, seriously, In-N-Out sucks compared to Shake Shack. Anyway, I did some touristy things and checked out Lake Mead. I was marveling at the sight, but equally astonished at how the water levels have gotten. This is eventually all going to be desert. After Lake Mead, I checked out another tourist trap off the list and went to the Hoover Dam. First, just to say I've seen it, but also I wanted to check out the amazing engineering behind the dam, as well as see where they've been storing Megatron for nearly 100 years after he crashed looking for the Allspark. What a view. What a view. Really just an amazing piece of construction all around. But what's really fascinating and disturbing, look at how low the water level is. You can tell from the color of the stones right there. That's a massive loss of water for this lake. But really cool. Really, really cool. Okay, so I was all the way up there. Now, this is a much better view of the water level. Look at that. That is so much water that is now gone. It used to be all the way up to there. That's surreal. But what is also surreal is the view of this, the construction, everything. This is definitely a tourist trap bucket list, but it's a bucket list nonetheless. What a view. All right, guys, I am here at Kingdom Legacy Church in Las Vegas, Nevada. Well, okay, technically Henderson, Nevada, but look, the New York Giants play in New Jersey and they still call themselves the New York Giants, so I don't care. We're technically in Henderson, but I'm gonna say Vegas because right behind this in the distance is the Strip. So Sin City, we have some Sinful mistakes happening on the sound here. I cringed at making that joke, but I'm gonna try my best in voiceover and here not to make any gambling casino Sin City jokes. I can't promise you anything. Let's go see what's going on. All right, well, first off, I gotta commend you guys. This looks clean. It looks really good in here. Definitely does not look like what I would expect when I saw your streams, like what it looks like in here. Show off the ceiling more, man. It looks good in here. All right, so what do we got going on?
So we got our soundboard.
Right.
Back here. And then we run Ethernet cable all the way down here to our S32 stage, which is in the back of that.
Is it a stationary?
Well, yeah, it's stationary. Well, we can move.
Okay.
We got our
Okay.
snake and
Perfect.
a bunch of cables.
And from what you told me in email, you set this up every single week.
We no longer, now we leave it up.
Now you leave it up? Oh, thank God for that. Because I literally just like having to set this up every week.
It was terrible.
It was terrible.
But thankfully,
That's a nightmare.
Our sister church, they've been great, so that's why they're here tuning in to help us out.
So you guys, your congregation and your establishment shares the building with them. Okay.
They're the owners.
They're the owners.
We're just.
So they're here to make sure that we don't screw everything up, right,
They
today?
have their own, yeah, right. They have their own team, their own sound people, so they want to learn some stuff from them too. So.
Also, I'm teaching everybody today. Okay,
Bring
sweet.
everyone.
Awesome. Okay. So everything's locally connected, S32 here. Let's get this powered on. Everything's connected to the board up over there. And let's go over to drums. So you have the Alesis E kit. Thank God for that. I literally just did a church last week. You guys will see it episode 2. They had analog drums in a tiny stage, like maybe half the size of this, and they only had like the plastic sheets covering them. They didn't even have an enclosed roof, so like all the cymbals were still echoing over there. So the fact that you have e-drums, you're awesome. So are these all separated with their own channels on the board, or is this a stereo LR?
It's separate.
Yes, that's one less headache we got to do.
He's got his drum pad, multi-pad there.
Awesome.
And we run the in-ears, just the in-ears all the way across Midas.
Now I'm going to safely assume then that your routing's pretty much all
That's where our problem is, because when he's adjusting sound back there, it's
right.
messing up our sound up
Okay.
here, so we have to
So I'm gonna check your send. So like your in-ears, for example, whatever channel that is your sound person adjusting the input gain on the board? Because that's what will affect the volume for everybody.
Yeah.
All right. So once you set input gain, okay, guys. Rule number 1: if you set the input gain, leave it. Don't touch the input gain. But I'll show you guys all that. But it also determines if you raise or lower the fader. Is it being sent pre or post fader?
I don't even know.
So okay, well we're gonna find that out. Okay, so
Mike here is for our percussionist. He won't be here this week because his mother's sick, but he usually stands here and this is the mic that he uses for that.
these mic up the,
Yeah, he's got cones, he's got shakers.
and this is the only mic. All right, so I'm gonna put that since he's not here. I'm gonna put this in a get you 80% of the way there thing, and I'll just show you or whoever your primary sound person is how to adjust it and dial that in. This is your station.
Obviously my keyboard, my MIDI that runs my sounds. Obviously we use playback sometimes for backing tracks if you feel like we need it, and then I'll just use Sunday keys for sounds.
What do you use for your
for the soundtracks?
yeah, what's your sounds? You use Gig Performer or
It's called Sunday keys.
okay.
And this is all here.
Okay.
It's all connected to this here. It all runs out of my focus right there. And then I also run click tracks.
So the backing tracks run out of that as well?
Yes.
So I just from you I get one thing.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna have to go over that and I'll just have to say, okay, raise this lower.
Yeah.
Okay. That's easy.
And then I have talkbacks and sometimes I'll MD. So I got this little cool thing here which allows me to toggle front of house to just the band, I guess.
Okay. That's
Talk to
cool.
them.
That's
It's got
cool.
the same thing there.
That's cool. Okay.
bass, guitar, and then these are
Your bass and guitar player are going to be here?
he's guitar player, my bass player will be here. Yes.
All right.
He's just getting off of work,
Okay.
and then our singers all use.
How's everything connected with you guitar-wise? Is it DI or do you have a mic'd up amp?
No, DI.
Ha ha ha. Yes. Okay. So really, the only live mics that are on this stage are the vocal mics.
Pretty much.
And how many do you have at a time?
Bass singer's mic, guitar mic, this is my mic, and then the singer's
1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
So anytime you have seven, eight.
Yeah.
Okay. You said 6 or 7. I got to do this stupid thing. What about the piano? Is this, you guys don't use it? And that lonesome keyboard there?
Sunday church uses that for their service, yeah.
But we don't need to worry about that. Okay, now let's go over your mains. I don't see any wedges up here, so you're all in-ears. Okay. All right. I know these speakers very well, these EVs. Okay, they sound good. Do you have any subs?
Yeah.
Just the one. Okay. All right, so when I get you guys dialed in, I'm going to mix for the sound of the room from that position, and I'm going to walk along here. Just a forewarning, the people who sit here, especially if they're on the elderly side, they will complain about that sub.
That's all right.
So just
Folks will
tell them as nicely as possible,
be loud.
get the heck over if this is in their way.
Okay.
But I'm going to get this sounding as good as it can from there, and I'm going to walk along the aisle and make sure it sounds good everywhere. The only other thing I would say is, I mean, I wouldn't dare put it in the middle there because that would be ideal, but like, we could angle it a little bit this way so it sends the sound instead of this way, it sends a little more that way. But really, the people who sit here are going to get like punched in the gut a little bit more.
But ideally, the best place would be the center.
The best place would be in the center. That would be ideal, but we could just just to reduce the, like when he hits his kick drum or bass, it's gonna literally like punch you right in the gut. And again, I work at a country bar and there's a band that comes every Sunday. The elderly people there always give me flack about like, it's too loud. Well, move away from the speaker. Like it's, you're just gonna have to tell people, move away from the speaker. Or just make a note to everyone, hey, if you sit here, our speakers are literally right here.
It's gonna punch it.
Right. Okay, so
Loud zone.
yeah, loud zone.
Like splash zone, you go to
Yeah, SeaWorld has the splash zone, this is the loud zone.
Loud zone.
comes with earmuffs.
Okay.
With earmuffs on the chair.
Well, the acoustics in here are, oh boy.
It's pretty bad.
That's, okay. I don't know what your guys' budget here all is, but like literally just if you want to invest in room acoustics, that's a enormous undertaking, but you would have the panels hang from the ceiling. You can get them in white. They look like they belong on the roof. You can hang them on the roof to help absorb the sound up there. And really, if you want to prioritize low-end bass traps, the really thick fiberglass 6-inch panels, 8-inch panels even, corners. Take the corners and you can get a couple panels. They look like giant posters for movie posters. They're about 2 inches thick, again, fiberglass material or thick fabric. You can build them yourself even, if anyone here is DIY or like can build stuff. You can build your own panels with wood and thick fabric frames. You can chop up old mattresses even, if you find like you could repurpose old twin bed mattresses, chop them up, wrap them up in nice fabric, put them in a wood frame, and that will help greatly reducing sound here. And you can actually wrap them in white fabric so it would fit flawlessly in the wall. That's for that, but that's future. Definitely don't cover up the stained glass because that looks lovely. You can hang them up right on the walls, right there. But basically, where low end is going to really kill you is corners. So get the corners, if anything, prioritized. So, but other than that, I mean, there's a lot of echo coming from up there. But thankfully, you guys have pretty much no live instruments up there, just voices. So all right.
When you say corners, like putting a panel on each side of the corner?
Literally running from roof to ceiling.
Okay.
And they're called bass traps. You want to look them up what they are. So like they're a fiberglass, they're fiberglass material. Mm-hmm. Basically what your Teslas essentially are made of. You can get them in a wooden frame, cover up in some felt fabric, hang them up. That will help all the low end, and you'll be amazed at what a difference it is. All right, now comes the part that I am hopefully not dreading. Let's take a look at the mixer. Let's see how everything's routed. This is not ideal to stand here, but at least I'll have a speaker there, right there. So if I make an adjustment here, I'll be able to just go in the middle there and change it. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. Adriel?
Yep.
Okay. So this aux 5 and 6 music, I'm assuming, is that this or is this
No, it's for Bluetooth. It's for, yeah. This is the right, yeah.
aux 5 and 6?
Bluetooth.
Oh, you got a Bluetooth receiver there? So if anyone wants to connect and play music on this, that's that? Okay. Okay. And what about aux 3 and 4?
That's our sound guy. So.
Okay.
I think
Alright.
those might be empty.
They look empty. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing on that. All right, drums. DRM pad. I'm assuming that's like samples and stuff.
I think this is the Sunday services.
Oh, this is Sunday services scene.
We have our own scene.
Okay, so this is your live stream mix currently. So basically, the difference is, if you are having this set up as is now, this is an independent control. So like you can put any. You can adjust the levels completely for your stream mix, and that's great. The difference between this and a matrix send, and what that is, you go to the sends menu on the master fader here, and you see these faders right here. These are matrix sends. Basically, if you want a copy of your stereo bus mix to be sent out, so like if another, videographer comes here and like, oh, I need a matrix send to record to their camera so they don't harass you for weeks on end getting the audio, send them a matrix. The difference is the matrix send is a lot easier to deal with. The downside, the matrix is whatever is on your main fader. You cannot adjust, oh, I need more hi-hat on a matrix send. So where we go from here is going to be what you want to do. The difference is if I adjust everything so it sounds good in here and you have an independent mix on your stream, that's fantastic, right? Yes. But you're gonna need really, really good headphones to be able to lock into this mixer and be able to hear
without it.
And the way that you can get around that, all you had to do is, if this isn't soloed, what you're doing is just listen to whatever's on the main. So you can hear like any if there's any scratching or whatever with a bad connection. To listen to the stream, you just solo it. And then the mixer will send this signal to your headphone. I'm gonna get my headphones out and I'll show you which brand that I use. They're about $130 for a pair of these headphones, but they are flat frequency responses. They have a really nice low end and mid range, and they're not garbage like Beats headphones where it just cranks the low end and the bass. So I'm gonna show you these headphones in a minute, but the way you would solo this and listen to us is just hitting solo.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then you can listen to whatever's going on in this. So then if you want to make an adjustment, you select it, your sends on fader, and then you can do whatever adjusting you want to the stream mix.
So the reason why I'm sending it separately is because I'm taking out a lot of the feedback frequencies.
So that we're going to deal with Soundcheck. We're going to eliminate all the feedback. We're going to eliminate all the stuff that's causing the speakers to ping.
Gotcha.
And have that. I'm assuming in here, I could just tell you're probably gonna have a lot of that build up with the mics.
A little bit.
But it's a lot of the like the pings and like stuff like here, right?
Definitely, it's a higher end.
Okay, so when we get to the vocals and whatever, we're gonna do vocals first.
Okay.
So that the voices are coming out crystal clear, and then I'll adjust all the instruments because I love you already. You're all DI with your instruments. So that you are literally well, it's not even organization, it's I want to have the live mics up there taken care of first.
Gotcha.
So that when we put anything else into the mains, if it starts feeding back with the vocal mic, we now know what's causing it. Or I could adjust the cymbal, for instance, or I could go back to the vocal mic and adjust it on that. You all have DI in-ears, so I don't need to worry about wedges. So this is actually going to be painstakingly easy.
That's why we got the in-ears.
Yeah.
This is going to be painstakingly easy. So let's help guide me through the buses then. So we're not using 1 and 2. We're not 3 and 4 is your stream mix.
Yep.
What's bus 5?
That's pretty much the grouping for all the drums. So once I set my drums, if I just want the drums overall louder, I just increase the bus for it.
Okay, so this is where you would have a DCA. DCAs are pretty much master volume switches, right? So like I could group my drums to DCA. I can group a reverb to this, so like your vocal reverb. So like in my venue, if I know like a chorus coming up and I want to like overdo the like the stereo delay in the vocal, I could just group it here, and then when they go like da, 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 and then bring it back down so you go back to the verses.
Gotcha.
So DCAs are basically like custom master fader switches in layman's terms for whatever you want. They could be a group. So I had on mine, I have drums, bass, guitar, keyboard / miscellaneous, vocal, and then I have on my other three, I have my stereo delay. I have a gated reverb for snare drums. So like if, I don't know what music you're into, but sometimes when you go to a concert, especially like heavier rock concert, if a drummer hits a snare drum and you hear like this whole huge snare bomb that goes like kaboom with reverb, I have a snare bomb on that. And then 8 is I leave blank because I don't know what else I'm going to need.
Gotcha.
So those are my 7 that I use all the time for my live stuff. But I'm not going to assign DCAs and like force this on you. I'm going to go with what you're familiar with. So if you have this to be your drums, let's get everything equal. Especially if this is going to main LR bus. So this is a subgroup?
Yes.
This is a subgroup bus? Okay, cool. Excellent. So let's keep this. Who's calling me? Someone's phone went off. Okay, so this is a subgroup. What is this?
We don't use that one.
You don't
that
use-
used to be our in-ears.
You don't use Sarah. Okay, mix bus 7 and 8 you're not using?
Nothing.
Okay, Alicia.
Not
These are
anymore.
mix 10?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Nothing.
So how are you getting your in-ears then? These are all...
The in-ears go out of our Send B on here, so you'll see it, and then it's...
Oh, P16s. Okay. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so you guys on stage don't even need to have me send you anything.
Exactly.
Oh my God, that is so awesome. Okay, so when they adjust something on here, they were saying that when you adjust something on here, it's adjusting it in their in-ears.
I believe it's only the gain staging. Other than that,
Well,
I
we're
don't
gonna
think my EQ affects
We're gonna
it.
find that out right now. So direct out channel 1. You want it pre-fader.
Oh, I had it on pre-EQ.
Pre-EQ, so that's the raw signal.
Gotcha.
So if you send it to pre-fader, right? Now, whatever you would literally play with this all day, but as long as you set the pre-gain, it'll now send on channel 1 of your P16s everything that you do. So EQ, compression, all your processing except the fader.
Gotcha.
Pre-EQ means it goes through the pre-EQ, but you can adjust this.
Sick.
So now I'm just going to adjust that real quick. Set it to pre-fader. I'm not going to adjust anything else. I'm just changing everything to pre-fader. So now your gain staging problem is going to fix itself. All right, so what I want to do is I want to have a vocal reverb and an instrument reverb so that the vocal reverb doesn't mix with the instrument reverb.
Gotcha.
Right? And then I want to have this be like, you don't really need a stereo delay for this. You're not doing like rock concerts. So really just an instrument and a vocal reverb, and that'll be all you need. And then if you want to add more to this, go like do whatever you want with that. Stereo chorus, you don't need that. And then reverse reverb. That's like, okay.
Yeah, it gives it like a interesting tail.
All right, so I'm going to leave these 2 here, but I'm just going to adjust your first 2 to be instrument and vocal reverb. I'm going to leave these. I'm not going to change the effect or whatever, but I am going to take everything out of these so that you do not accidentally send this to the mains. Okay, so now we're going to rename this track here. Setup name. I gotta remember where all the buttons are on the compact versus the full-size console. Okay.
Oh, do you want the iPad?
No, I hate the iPad. I like to play with knobs.
Gotcha.
What app do you use to
The Midas.
the Midas one?
Yeah, because the X32 one
It doesn't work for some reason.
Good old Behringer. Okay. Learn mixing station. I know the comments are already going to start flying in the video like, you need to learn mixing station. If you can get it working right, you can literally customize mixing station to do anything you want on that. Mixing station. It's a third party, but it connects with every major console out there. You can customize the layout, so if you want your tap delay anywhere on the screen, you can just set it.
Oh, that's sick.
That's cool.
You can create custom knobs. You'd be like, adjust the reverb, adjust the send. You can literally build your entire console on that thing. And when it works right, it's amazing. So just invest in mixing station. It's $5.99 for a license per console.
Okay.
So you're going to need to pay the developer $5.99 to get a license for it. But there's tons of videos online. Just do it. Because the Behringer official app is very limited. But if the Midas one works for you right now, continue to use what works for you. Just on the side, play around with mixing station.
So in regards to having two separate reverbs, like one for instruments, one for vocals?
I'm going to change the reason is the vocal is going to have, depending on what song you guys are doing, most church songs have a certain BPM of like range of speed of where the tempo of the song is. I mean, you're not a heavy metal concert, so it's not like da-da-da-da-da, and you're not blast beating on stage, right? Most of this is like in the 90 to 110 BPM range. So the way I'm going to adjust your reverb here for the vocal is going to have a nice more decay to it. The instrument is just going to be a little bit less than that. That's why I'm having separate. And I'm going to change the EQ of this so the instruments and the vocal blend nicer. Once I hear everything, right? You don't want one reverb to have everything.
So it just fills in a lot better.
It just gives it a little more ambience to it.
Gotcha.
Problem with direct instruments is you have to put a lot of reverb on it, right? Because the DI instruments, as nice as they are, right? It's just a dry signal. You got to put reverb on it. If you had live instruments in here, I would say get a couple room mics, hang them up right there, point them at the stage, and there's your reverb right there. In fact, I probably would still do that because that will pick up the noise from the PA system. Hang up a couple room mics there, point them at the stage. That way you get the whole congregation. You get the people chattering a little bit too, and that will pick up all the natural echo in here.
Gotcha. But not exactly shotgun mics, or is that what you're...
I mean, shotgun mics are more for like film, and like if you want to get an actor running in a scene, the shotgun mic is literally like a beam direct to the source. Room mics, you can be fine with a couple Behringer C2s. They're about 100, or they're a little over $100 for a stereo pair of those. Hang them, point them that way and that way. That'll get the whole room.
Gotcha.
And then route it into the mixer here. I'm assuming you know how to set up a new channel, name it, route it, and stuff like that. Excellent. You're competent. That's fantastic. So I would just have, like, I usually put them in 3132 for room mics. I don't even send them to the main LR bus because that will just feedback the mains like crazy. But the good thing is we're going to keep your mix setup separate. So what you could do is, let's say these are your room mics, take out the stereo LR, but you could send it to the stream. That way the stream gets the room mics and not this.
Gotcha.
So normally I am for Matrix just to make it easy and simplify it for you guys, but you seem to be very competent, which is amazing, ahead of 90% of other churches that ask me for help. So we're going to have this main LR be for in here, and we're going to have the bus be for your stream. Gotcha. So then let me get a feel for the room at least. So I want to hear some music. I'm going to play some royalty-free lo-fi hip-hop remix of Nintendo music just because it's royalty-free and I know how it sounds, and it's also not anti-Jesus friendly. So all right, and that is here. Let me mute that so I don't accidentally play Slayer in a church.
By all means.
Actually, listen, the commenters on my videos, they would go crazy with that. The metalheads that watch it will be like, yes, rock on. I had a church where the guy was warming up his guitar playing Raining Blood by Slayer, and I was like, yes! Okay.
Being honest, rock is how I decided on this PA system.
Yeah, I mean, you did a good choice with the EVs. They're a good system.
Yeah, they're pretty flat.
Before I forget, let me send you this playlist. I call it Mourn in the Monitors, please. These songs are amazing songs that you could play on any PA system, any genre. And if this mix sounds good, like My go-to is this song by Rammstein. Now, I don't think you want to play Rammstein in a church, but if you're a rock guy, that's amazing. If you have more family-friendly stuff, I have a Norah Jones song on here that's like acoustic, really gentle female voice. That sounds great. But today, I'm going to play this lo-fi hip-hop remix of the Song of Storms from Zelda Ocarina of Time, just because A, it's royalty-friendly, and B, it has a nice range of everything. So just to get me a feel of how everything sounds in here. All right, let's hope for the best here. All right, so these are the headphones of choice that I've been using for years. They are, build quality is a little cheap and plasticky on here, so don't drop them too much, but these are Direct Sound EX29 Pluses. These were designed for drummers in the recording studio. So when the company has them in stock, they're not a major manufacturer like Beyerdynamic, but when they have them in stock, snag up a pair. So even Red is right, so just like put them on real quick, and then you're gonna hear everything disappear in those headphones real quick. Like even just the room noise, just put them on for, like you hear just how isolated everything now is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so these have an amazing flat frequency response, and you can crank these. Like I said, I mainly work at a country and metal venue, so I have bands come in all the time, and the PA is like pushing 100, 110 dB.
Yeah.
These still, I don't need to put earplugs in anymore. I just wear these. And then it is just, it's fantastic. All right. PA's on. Let's see. Be prepared to hear a bunch of Nintendo music now. Oh, that's very bassy in here. Oh, that's why, because the low end is cranked. All right, how are the subs routed? Are the subs intertwined with the mains, or do the subs have their own bus? Okay.
They come with their built-in DPS.
Okay, before I even play anything, let me look at how the subs are set up. What's the crossover set to?
I believe we don't have to set it.
Okay.
It's automatically set.
All right, let's take a look at it, because what I want to do is push everything below 100 hertz only through this, and everything above 100 hertz through these.
I think.
So these are linked. That's what you got to do. You got to set them up on each speaker too. So let's plus 2 dB. We don't need plus 2 dB on an 18-inch sub in here. Let's. You sure this isn't a metal venue? Okay. Mode music. Okay, that's fine. Location cardioid. Low pass. There we go. 100 hertz. So now everything below 100 is going to go through here. Okay, that's just the brightness of the screen. Okay, good. Exit. Okay, that's excellent. That's easy enough. I love the EV systems for that very reason. Now these. Okay. Mode music. Sub. 100 hertz.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the rest of the EQ. Bass, you don't want any additional EQ on this. Okay, that's good. Let's now go to the other speaker. So now what this is doing is it's blocking off everything below 100 hertz because you're telling the speaker you have a sub connected. And then watch.
That was automatic.
Yep.
So now it'll clean up that muddiness.
Yep, that's the plan. Let's see what we got to deal with here. Let's hear how this room sounds. Oh, there's no dynamics on the aux. Okay. That's on. There we go. Now I got volume. All right, let's see how it sounds in here. Raw. Holy moly. Yeah, that's a lot of bass in here. That's a lot of low end buildup. All right, so now let me at least get this sounding right on this. got a lot of build up around between 40 and 80. That's why the bass traps will help you, help absorb the 40 to 80. Clean that up a little bit there.
Oh, you know what? On sound effects 7 and 8, I have a whole separate. Oh, I don't know if you could access it on here.
Mix bus 7 or
No, it's
effects.
It's an effect, because this only gives you access to the 4. Because there was so much buildup on that low end, I didn't have enough EQ bands. So I added one. So it is left and right. Yeah, it's this one. So do you want me to disconnect this one?
So you just go to effects on here.
Oh, there it is.
So you have 8. This is the main.
Yeah,
the
feeds
main. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you. That is going to help me out tremendously. So reset this.
Yeah, I was like, there's not enough knobs to help with the low end.
Let's all right. Let's hear what this actually sounds like. Reset all. Oh boy, now I'm really in trouble now with this. Let's see. All right. Okay. Well, there's all the mid-range I was worried. I was wondering where it went. We'll use that to pinpoint. We'll use this to do any like extra that we need. But for now, sorry, you guys are gonna hear this song a lot of times. I apologize beforehand.
That's all right.
Bingo. Hear all that boxiness coming out? It's gonna get really loud in here. Do me a favor, when I say so, push this button to turn on the EQ. Off. On. Off. All right. Let's see what it sounds like at low volume. You hear it immediately, you hear all the boxiness build up there now. So even at low volume, all the boxiness gone. You didn't, like, I know what you were trying to do with this. You can use this for like precision if you need an addition, but if you need just a wide scope of tuning it and like getting the sound right, just use this.
Nice.
So, gonna get loud again. I'm going to go through every input on there, yep. And now we're going to see how these E drums sound. Yeah, I forgot he had a subgroup. Okay, let's Ratio, let's go to 4. Let's attack 50, release around 30, just to give it a little punch. Okay. Knee, don't need a hard knee. Okay. Let's hear just a kick drum, please. Holy moly. Okay. You can give me like a
I'm Wendy.
Wendy, you know.
Me, I think I've met you before.
Probably.
Yeah. In here.
Yeah.
Doing
So how much gamer does you usually like to add?
6. That's pretty standard for me. So now, you hear that? The reason why I say bass traps, you literally hear the bass rattling around. No, keep going. You literally hear it rumbling around. So I'm gonna do something and it's gonna piss off all my commenters. I'm gonna put a high pass filter up to 60 on the kick. Whew. That's a lot. Top end sounds okay on that. Wow. Wow. All right, you're good. Okay. I'm going to eliminate this bus and just be able to control everything here. So we're going to take this out. Send. We're going to send that to the main LR bus. No, we're going to send that to the main LR. So now, because as he was hitting the cymbal, it was still going through that. So I'm like, I don't want that. All right, just a kick again, please. There we go. There we go. That's more like it. Snare. Holy moly, look at that gain. And now for input gain, I like to have the drums snap between -18 and -12. That gives you a lot of headroom, so in case he decides to beat the piss out of it, like you'll have all the headroom you need. So, and my compressor settings are pretty much across the board for everything. So 50 milliseconds, that allows the snap of the transient to come in, hold for about 2, and then release 30. Because that way you'll get the decay of the drum and be ready for the next hit, especially if he does a ba-ba-ba-bum move. Are those the only samples you use, or do you swap between samples throughout the service? Okay, let's stick with this one for now, then we'll go to your next snare. Just this one, please. You're going to hear it yourself. You're going to hear the attack of the snare get a little more aggressive as I reduce this. Right? So that subtlety will have the attack of the snare cut through. Okay. This we're going to use for instrument probe. I'll dial in reverb later. Hi-hat! Hi-hat, I don't put a compressor on at all. It's a cymbal, let the cymbal breathe. But then I want to see how it sounds. You hear how teeny it sounds? Instant way of telling what's a sample versus a real hi-hat. So to get around these, look at how much high end is in that, right? So all we're gonna do, actually, you know what? Better for you to listen. Let you have a go at this.
I would love to.
All right.
It's like I'm back at school.
There we go. That's the evil one. Now, give me a basic like. You hear it like that teeniness? You're good. All right, that instantly just cleaned it up in here. I don't know how it sounded in that, but
Amazing. It was actually enjoyable hearing you.
all right. Give me just the
I
ride.
understand. Here, you show.
All right, same thing. No compressor on cymbals. I don't want to compress cymbals. This isn't. He's not John Bonham. You're not a metal venue, so. That there's feedback. No, keep going. That
Problematic different thing.
I call it pain frequencies. So now you just get rid of it. Right there as well. And then here. Without? Tom R.
Wow. Can you hear it?
Oh, I'm getting two different inputs of that. He's Tom R, Tom L.
Yeah, he has a left tom and a right tom.
All right, I only want to hear one tom at a time. Yeah, why am I getting signal on both of those?
That's interesting.
Oh, is it okay? Is it like a stereo thing of the toms?
I think it might be from the drums themselves.
Okay, can you go through all the toms like bum 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 bum? All right, so these are tom groups. That's what that is. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna need you to go, since your toms are grouped together. Let's hear all of them like bum 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 bum. Just go in a pattern like that. All right, so now let's link these. So now that's one channel, one set of faders. Now this is acting like a stereo track. And look at the EQ mode. Why are you having all the low end boosted like that, man?
Whoa. I had to salvage. Something.
There you go. That's. Same thing. 50, hold around 2, release 30. Okay, so that floor tom, is there any way to adjust the decay in that on your brain? Can we reduce the decay of that a little bit? Let me hear it again. All right, now can you go down the sequence again? Cool. All right, let's hear each one at a time. So start with your high tom.
Middle. Next one. That one. That one. Can we reduce the decay on that one? He's got 3 toms on that, right? 3, 4. Okay. That is so much better. Next tom. Same thing on that one. Reduce the decay just a little bit. Again, if you guys were a metal band, that would, like, that decay in the tom would sound amazing, but... Okay, now let's go through all of them again. There we go. There we go. Can you go through each of them one at a time with the same velocity? Okay, your first tom, reduce the volume of that by a tiny bit. Next one. A and B between those two, please. First tom, bring it down just a tiny bit more. That's better. Third tom. 1, 2, and 3. Third tom, bring it down just a tiny bit. One, 2, 3. 4. That one can come up a little bit. That one's maxed out. Okay, so go through all 4. All right, if that one's maxed out, bring the other 3 down like a couple notches each, just so we even that out, because that 4th tom is a little lower than everything else. That's good. Now, give me all 4 of them again in that same pattern. Like, again. Okay. Crash R. Okay, that's also stereo paired. Okay, cool. So let's link these. Again, don't want to compress those. And then same deal with the hi-hat. We're going to eliminate these frequencies in the same. Actually, sorry, could you crash your left and right crash like bum, 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 bum? Your crash L can come up in volume a little bit. Okay, give me your left and right crashes again. Immediate dead giveaway to tell what to sample. I don't know if you can hear it, but do you hear that sudden... You hear that difference? So a lot of people... You're good. So a lot of sample manufacturers and a lot of E-drums, they put a natural EQ on the high end to make it sound more crispy. But what they do is they just increase the high end there. So with samples, I always got to eliminate those. Okay, we're ready for whole drum kit. Just give me a jam with everything. so simple and cleaned up. Yeah, clean.
How you can hear it all
Yeah,
that high pitched.
it's now. This is gonna cook your noodle. I'm gonna A and B now. You heard it immediately when I turn off the EQ on the overheads, right?
Oh yeah.
That's instant cleanup. Yeah, bro. That sounds so much better. Okay, you're gonna hear this yourself now. So with it reverb, that's going to your reverb now, right? So now put it on. I'm gonna EQ the reverb. You're good.
More of the punch.
Well, it's not even just a punch. When he was hitting it, did you hear all that buildup at the low end and the high end right there? You don't need that because the natural sound of the drum is going to be taking up that area. You just want the added mids. You want the added boost in the mids. That's what the reverb gives you. Because if you can nail the mids in your mix, if you put on this same filter here on your main and only listen to the mids, if it sounds good in the mids, it sounds good everywhere. Instead of listening to the low and the high end. Nail the mids and you nail your mix. So with the reverb, I just want that little added ambience, right? So now I'm going to have him jam a little bit, and I'm going to adjust the reverb send for the snare and the toms. We don't want the cymbals going to the reverb, obviously. We don't want the kick drum going here, obviously, because if you put reverb on a bass or kick drum, what are you doing? It's literally like renting a Bugatti and going to McDonald's. Like, just don't do that. Okay, so give me a little jam with mostly snare and tom hits. I'm going to adjust the reverb on my end, and then we'll have the whole kit. Everything. Yeah. So. Hear it without the reverb and then put it on. Hear it without the reverb and put it back on.
Yeah.
It adds more body to it, right? So listen to it yourselves. That's without it. Adds more body to it. There you go.
You can totally hear the
That's without it. On. Off.
Yeah.
It's not overdoing it, but it's like when you make a stew at home and you're putting that little dash of salt on it at the very end before you eat it.
Sounds so much better.
That's what it does. All right. You are good. Thank you for your patience. The drums sound awesome. Let's get to bass now. Yes, being from Jersey, a lot of stereotypes. Let me just get the jokes out of the way. I do not know Snooki. Yes, I do know where Tony Soprano's house is. And no, I don't like Bruce Springsteen. Or I don't know them.
Right.
Okay. Let's get the bass guitar now.
All right.
All right. Oh boy. Gain management. Okay, you have a lot of gain on this, but not a lot of source. Is there any way to give me more volume from you? Yeah. Please, give me more volume. Because your input gain was cranked here just to get a signal from him.
Yeah.
Keep going on that. Like whatever your master output is, give me a little bit more. You're maxed out. Okay, then we'll work with it. Is your instrument direct into that? Yes. Okay, that explains everything. Okay. Tell your bass player to invest in an amp. Okay. Okay. So for bass guitar, I always keep my compressor at 4. That's pretty standard. But for bass guitar, because he doesn't have an amp, you want the fastest attack. You want the compressor just clamp on that immediately.
So you would want them to have like their own monitor like amp?
No, like just get an amp to get like a tone from it instead of going direct from that. Because God forbid he has like, I mean that's got to be an active bass to get a signal from that, right?
This one's a lot better than the last one.
Okay. Okay. So release. Give me 10 millisecond release. So now, you want compression on that. You want to see that gain reduction needle constantly going like around -6, because that way that'll get the bass to be even.
You capture the voice.
Well, it's not a voice. It's mainly just like. Let me bring it up. Without the compressor. Give me like a variety, like Jamila, like ba 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 ba, like. So you hear the dynamic right there where you went low. Play that same thing again, where you went high and then you went low. You see how the level was even right there? That's what you want with bass guitar. Nothing will throw off your viewers and your ear like a wibbly wobbly bass volume. I mean, if you're a reggae band, you don't need a lot of compression on it because the bass is like the instrument in a reggae band. But like for most of the time, especially if he doesn't have an amp to regulate the levels in that, this. And there's that, you hear that static, not that ping. Yeah. Hold up real quick.
Philip is just going to be our biggest issue because he has his vocals and his...
Like, see, you're even getting a signal from that right there. Yeah. That really, really high-end frequency. I don't know if you can hear it.
That tinny sound. I was trying to get that out.
Drives me nuts.
Yeah.
It's like
and
a high
pitch. You can hear it on the live.
Oh, you can't. It's like a high pitch. I can't stand it, and I feel like I can hear it more than some others.
You can hear it. That's what happens when you don't have an amp on a bass guitar.
Okay, so you turn it down? You turn the gain down?
No. Well, I have to have the gain up.
So that
high-pitched thing that you hear is input gain from this because he doesn't have an amplifier to give you more volume. So you have to crank the input gain on this. Normally with a bass guitar at my venue, it's about here.
Wow. Okay. That's a big difference.
And it's like, get an amp. Get him to get an amp. All right, keep going. You can hear it clear as day in that.
Oh.
Just clean it up. So now.
It's still there.
But not as much.
Not as much.
Not as much.
So it's sitting around.
Here, let me do some surgery now. Let me try to eliminate all of it without sacrificing the high ends. That's without EQ. With
Night and day difference.
world, like night and day difference. Without.
Yeah, that's a difference.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you can hear you from in here. You can totally hear the difference.
without.
So much better.
Yeah. I had to nuke your high end, but
Yeah.
get an amp, and you can work with that. That's without it. You still hear just a tiny bit of it, but again, it's soloed.
Yeah.
Now, if I get the drummer to jam with him, you won't hear the difference. You won't hear that little tiny pinging noise.
Okay.
Get an amp. Tell him to get an amp. You're good. Okay, is your guitar player here?
Yeah. But I did.
Guitar.
Yeah, because we used to have a floor amp, but it was way too much low end in this room.
There are plenty of. Line 6 makes a lot of good, DI amps.
Okay.
That don't need a cabinet. Just get. Guitars they have a Helix, Line 6 Helix. They make an equivalent for bass. I'm pretty sure you could use a Helix and get a bass tone in there. I'm sure someone in the comments right now is going to tell me yes, but there's plenty of DI amps that you can use that don't need an amp, and you can easily just mess with that.
Perfect.
All right, let's start with the main tone that you're going to use most of the time. You only have one tone? Beautiful, even better. All right, let's see. All right, so it's just an acoustic. So for this, normally I am not a compress the guitars type of guy, especially for high distortion guitars. The heavy metal guitars, they're already compressed thanks to the amplifier. You don't need that for acoustic. But for acoustics, you need just subtle. So again, 4, I want the initial attack of the strums to come through. So I'm going to set my attack to around 40. Hold, bring it down to 2, and then a slow release, so 40, 30. Oh yeah. You hear the boxiness? That roar, that area? Instantly cleaned it up. So now I'm gonna add the reverb to it. Okay, so here's the differences I made. Red is right. Okay. That's raw. EQ. Reverb. Raw, reverb. World of a difference.
It's like overall, like all the frequencies are. Exactly
So,
what they need to be.
compressor, EQ, reverb. Yeah, you see his reaction was just like, whoa, bro. Like,
That's nice.
all right, so this is completely raw. Instant.
There's a huge difference.
Yeah. Subtleties.
Yeah.
That's what we want. That's raw. Yeah. Instant difference. Okay. Let's get keyboards.
Sounds so much better.
Yeah.
Now, keyboards, you won't have to do a lot with. Keyboards are the simplest instruments to get right. The only thing you got to watch out for is if your keyboard player has different sounds that they play and they don't level match everything.
That's probably the hardest thing, if I'm being honest.
Well, that's on your keyboard player to do. That's on Bernard to do. So, okay, E-piano is only a mono from him? Okay.
And then his synth is on this channel.
Okay. So this will be easy. So again, keyboard. Do you have multiple sounds for that multiple sounds for that E-piano, or is it just the one? Okay, so let's do your main one that you're going to use. Okay. Can you give me just a little bit more volume out of that? There you go. The less of this you have to put on, the better. Because all you're doing is increasing the preamp sound, and you'll hear more of that.
Staticky.
Well, that's what you were hearing with the bass, was that. That's the preamp that you're hearing, because there's too much of it. Whereas if he can give you a louder source, you could turn this down a little bit. So right now it's at 12 o'clock, which is pretty good. If you have to increase your input gain anything beyond 2 o'clock, it's because it's the X32. If you had the Midas, you can get a little bit more out of the preamp before before you get distortion and artifacts in it. But because it's the Behringer, it's still good. Think of it this way: this is a Toyota Camry. The Midas is the Lexus. So it's like it's literally the same exact car. It's just different, better interior components. It's the same car. It's just all right. Same rule with keyboards for the acoustic. You hear that right away. You hear the boxiness with that?
Definitely.
So that's the raw signal. That's what I'm taking out. Notice how there's so much more detail. You can naturally hear so much more detail with this. And I'm taking out a little bit right here because that's where the body of the snare drum is. So if you noticed on the bass, I took out a lot right here. The snare drum lives right around in that area.
So you don't want them to fight.
There you go. You get it. You don't want frequencies clashing. So, and also with the bass guitar, at least from the sound of his instrument, this was so boxy right here. And you don't want that. You want just a low end of that to help you out a little bit. But I also increased a little bit so you hear just a little inkling of his strings plucking. So that's what I did for the bass. This is easy. Just clean it up, let it breathe. So now, okay, difference. That's raw. EQ. Gives it so much more air to that.
Gets a lot warmer.
Yep. That's just literally all you're doing is just taking out what you absolutely don't want, so that what you do want naturally just shines in. So this is raw.
Oh man,
It's breathing.
that sounds. He plays so beautiful.
Yeah,
It sounds so.
the source
better.
makes the mix more than anything. So this is raw.
Wow.
Instant difference with that. And again, you just want subtleties.
Yeah.
If you can like drastically hear a difference, you've gone way too much. Bring it back a little bit. Cool. The biggest problem with this one was this area, boxiness. I mean, you don't even need the headphones on to hear that. So you don't even need the headphones on for that. So you hear the boxiness right there? Clean. Simple. Can you A and B between that sound and your default piano sound? Can you switch between that sound you're playing now and your default piano sound? Or just let me hear the piano one more time, just so. Okay? Yeah. Is there any way to give me less volume in that sound without affecting the sound of the piano? Beautiful. Piano? Okay, any other sounds from that? That's it? Beautiful. Let's hear the electric guitar. Play Freebird. Oh, listen to that boxiness. I don't need the headphones for that. Holy moly. Is that your only sound on that? Okay, let's play the one that you're going to use the most. Okay. Okay, it's a clean sound. Even though there's an amp on it, it's a clean sound. Like it's a clean tone. So this, it's okay to compress just a little bit. But again, we want the transient to come through. So 30, let's go with 50 on this one. Hold. You want to just kissing it. No more, no less.
So I noticed you're holding this one a little longer than the others, though.
Yes. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's.
I was just curious.
Let's actually bring that up a little bit. Okay. That one move alone. Instant difference. All right, there are a lot of artifacts in the real upper top end of his stuff, so That's just the sound of this amp. Okay, your other tone you're going to use on that. A and B between those two? Okay. Okay, is there any way to bring the more distorted tone up just a tiny, tiny bit? Or bring the clean tone a little bit down? Distortion. Is that little spike I'm getting just the sound of you switching between them? Okay. All right, that's good. Let's hear your tracks. Which one are his tracks?
It'll come out of the synth.
Synth track? Okay. Nope, it's coming out of channel 10. Oh, no, hold on. What the heck is this? That's a metronome. That's a metronome. Okay, we don't want this to go, we don't want that to go into the main bus. So... Can I hear just a synth without those tracks? Just the tracks? Can you bring the overall volume of the track send down a little bit? Can I hear both at the same time, synth and tracks? Actually, the track volume was where is good where it's at. Can you bring the tracks volume up just a little bit? That's perfect. Okay, I believe that is all of your instruments now. Can we get the whole band, all bands, no vocal, and just jam a little bit while I dial everything in up here? Have to do much with the faders here. That sounds awesome so far.
probably wondering why you don't hear any board audio. This hard drive got corrupted and I lost a board recording. Yes, it sucks. No, I can't do anything about it. Just deal with it.
Let's hear something with the tracks and the keyboard and synth. Is there any way to give me a little more volume out of that acoustic? Your max? Okay. Walk around. Yeah, you guys too. Listen from everywhere. Yeah. Keep jamming, guys. I'm gonna adjust your stream mix now. I just killed the mains in here, so only I can hear in my headphones. So to make any adjustments, you gotta make sure it's in solo so you can hear it first, right? But if you wanna make any adjustments, select the channel, click Sends on Fader, and now, as long as that's flashing, and that's selected, and you can hear it, whatever you adjust here, that's on your stream, but it won't affect in here. So now, let me bring this up. That's in here now. Okay, Sarah, give me your voice, how loud you're gonna sing normally during service.
Normally?
Yep, oh boy, there we go, I see, here we go.
The loudest I
Yeah, the loudest how you normally sing. I keep going. Like I need to like get your.
You can do.
Did you ask her for the highest she's gonna hit, or
Just the loudest, like how loud she's gonna.
Oh, just your singing voice, Sarah. Not the loudest note you're gonna be hitting.
Oh, just my singing voice. Okay.
Yeah.
She
got
that
nervous.
24/7.
Well, yeah, I don't need her to go like what, like super high.
I've seen favor
has feedback in the mains. That's literally just the sound bouncing off of here.
He was faithful then, he is faithful now, forevermore. I will shout hallelujah. Yeah, the Lord is good.
Okay, now
Testify. Can I testify? He's been with me from the very start. He's the only one who has my heart. So can I testify? He's the one who never lets me down. He's the one who turned my life around. So can I testify? Gonna shout it out. Yeah, the Lord is good. I've seen it all my life. Yeah, the Lord is good. He was faithful then, he is faithful now, forevermore. I will shout hallelujah. Yeah, the Lord is good. Can I testify?
okay, next singer. Keep going with that piano. It's actually helping me out a lot. So who's next? Sarah, keep your mic on, please.
You know. Oh, we're gonna go from left to right just to make it easier.
I give you glory for all you brought me through. And now I'm ready for whatever you want to do. I'm moving forward to follow after you. And now I'm ready for whatever you want to do. Your presence is an open door.
So you see the low end right there, building up. Thankfully, female voices are naturally higher in tune and pitch, so just put a high pass filter on that. There you go, feedback gone.
So you'll sacrifice it on the female vocals first?
I just start with whoever wants to give me a voice first. I don't separate my sound checks based on gender, so I just go with whoever wants to go first. But I'm having Sarah keep her mic on, so when I do add another voice, if it feeds back, I know it's one of these two sources. That way I can easily just look at the EQ. Sarah, for you heard that feedback? That was right here.
The cross before.
I only ask because Bernard has a deeper voice. So would you still do that for Bernard?
I'll do it for whatever sounds good and there's no feedback. So what will help you is get a room acoustics. That literally is, I hate to harp on that, but that will literally solve a lot of problems. Yup. He's got a nice voice too.
We're definitely blessed for sure.
What?
We're definitely blessed for sure.
Yeah. So this, with vocal, I play with the room. How does it sound in the room? Notice I'm not listening on my headphones right now. I am listening to how that sounds in here. That's all I care about with this. Those are wireless 58s, right? They look like wireless 58s.
They use wired. So the band uses wired.
Okay.
Just singers, they use wireless. And they're using the Beta 50.
Okay. You're good. Next vocal. Who would that be?
Adriel.
Who?
Adriel?
Adriel? Okay. Same thing, Bernard. That piano playing with the vocals really helping me. I'm legit surprised I haven't filled my memory card out
They
yet.
don't know what to sing.
Listen. There you are. There you are. Alright, so he's got a lot of he's got a more bassy voice, so right around here. So let's reduce that a little bit. See how it's already brighter? I'm taking out from there. I don't necessarily need to. I just know that's where it feeds back the most. If the high end feedbacks. I'm just taking out these two areas that I know will feed back. That everything wasn't the fun part before now, but what's going to happen with this now is I'm going to now hear the instruments with the vocal, and now I'm going to see if the vocals sit well with everything. I'd rather reduce the instruments than boost the vocal, because if I boost the vocal, more noise in here, which means more feedback. So I'd rather take the instruments away than...
Which the congregation tomorrow will...
Well, yeah, once, like, how many people are usually here for, like, do you usually fill the room, or?
I would say half.
Well, the more bodies that are in here, the more natural absorption is going to be. But again, well, this is literally worst case scenario. So, like, it's good that we're dialing it in here with an empty room to...
Because it only gets better when the bodies...
It will literally just get better in here with more bodies in here. Oh, yeah. check the output gain of her mic because she's hotter than everyone else. Can we run through that one again? Can we run through that song again? I got everything pretty well balanced out here. I'm just getting the final volume for your stream now. Clipping in the red, that's all I care about. Okay. Yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds really good. Let's do one more song with the electric guitar, and then we could do Pastor's Lapel.
We want to make sure that God's presence is in this place.
Does he like reverb on his thing? No? Good.
Have no meaning at all.
Well, he's never really complained.
Hallelujah.
Is that just a tiny bit? You can hear yourself okay up there?
Yes, I can hear.
All right.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
To reach tomorrow.
A Pastor wraparound headset mic that isn't feedbacking like crazy. This is literally a godsend. What brand of microphone is that? Because I need to say that on camera right now so that my viewers know what mic it is. Because usually the Pastors have the really, really thin pencil neck wraparound microphones, and they are feedback nightmares.
I think we'd have to.
We'll update to a better one so Pastor Ed can use it as well.
Okay.
And then we'll
Sure.
Our pastor uses
QLXD.
the other mic that you're talking about.
This sounds awesome compared to the other one.
You're talking
This
about the
is-
skin-colored ones?
The copper, orange, tan looking ones.
We
I
used to use that one.
hate that mic.
That's
like,
the one pastor uses.
Well, it depends on what you're comfortable
No, I
with.
know.
No,
I know.
no.
He was so adamant about that particular.
I every fiber of my very large being hates that microphone. That mic sounds amazing, because usually with that other mic, I have to literally murder the high end, so just to it doesn't go ping 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 everywhere.
We were using that one before because
That one sounds fantastic.
Just don't
So I just add a little more EQ to this just to polish it up a little bit more. Listen to the difference. That's without it. That's off. It's just a little, it's a little bit like more polished. Okay, we are all done with day one of this church, and what an unbelievable experience. Like, who'd have thought going direct with all your instruments, having minimal live mics on stage, having all in-ear monitors, results in having a clear mix without hardly any stage volume. What a great concept. Okay, so Bernard, my contact here, and the person who got me out here, recommended a really good Mexican place that also has a great view of the city. I want to avoid going to inner, like downtown Vegas. I want to avoid the Strip, mostly because I'm poor and they don't like poor people in Vegas. So we're gonna have Mexican for dinner and get back to the hotel room, be back here at 9:30 tomorrow morning to observe the service, make sure Eloy, their sound guy, is all good with their mixes, and it's gonna be a good day. So I'm not out of here yet. I got tomorrow, and then I got pretty much all day Sunday, but as far as business with the church goes, it's tomorrow and that's it. So time to stuff my face with some delicious Mexican food and get some city views. Maybe go photograph the stars out in the desert. Whatever. I like it out here a lot. I'd rather take the thermometer here was like 105 it registered as today, and my watch too said it was like 101, so over 100 degrees here today, but it's a dry heat in a desert, and I'm fine. Like getting in the car with the air conditioner on, it's crazy how hot inside of a car gets in this weather. But outside walking about, it's awesome. So I will gladly take 100 degrees and dry heat in the desert here in Vegas versus 80 degrees and 90% humidity in Florida all day, every day, if I had to pick a warm climate to live in. But it's great out here. I love it. Okay, time for some good Mexican.
The Mexican food I had for dinner was awesome, but not nearly as awesome as the views of the city I got.
I know you guys probably can't see us right now, but like, I am out in the dry beds in a town called Jean. Fun fact where I'm at right now, I mean, you can see the lights of Vegas in the background there. This area is where Scorsese filmed the desert confrontation scene between De Niro and Pesci in Casino. And a lot of the overhead shots to Vegas were done from this location out there. But that's way more barren off-road, and the main road I took to get here is like right there. So Hyundai Elantra, great to drive on pavement, not so good to drive off-road. But I know you can't see it, but there is a mountain in the background right there, and the stars are all out here. So I'm gonna do some stargazing, take some photos of the stars, and well, if they were any good, here they are right now. All right, guys, it's the next day. I'm back at the church, and we got a lot of work done yesterday. I'm here to just supervise to make sure everything goes smoothly. So let's go take a look.
Oh yeah. Come on. Yes, you can make it. And no matter what may come, my life is in your hands. With Jesus.
Yeah, we pretty much got there in the end. So there were a couple of kinks that we needed to work out. It sounded good in here on the headphones, but on the stream it sounded a little distorted. So the only thing I would say is to just check the connections on this. But once I turned off the limiter and I manually just raised the fader a little bit, it was okay. So
that limiter, do you think that's something that...
It was adding a little distortion to it, and I didn't particularly like it. So I just turned off the limiter and I just manually raised the fader a little bit, and that seemed to fix the problem. So
That sounded really good.
yeah, I checked it a couple times on my phone too, so it was good. So yeah, you are now in a good starting place. So like for you to explore, do your own thing with it.
Sick.
Just don't save over it.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
I'll save it under Eloy.
Yeah. These came in handy for you, so like definitely invest in a pair of these headphones.
I told them about purchasing 2 of them, so because they like the monitor as well, so might as well get 2, one for me and one.
Yeah, these are so good.
The noise cancellation is very awesome.
Passive noise canceling, yeah. So you're all set. So
thank you so much.
Thank you for everything.
For all your help.
Yeah, let me save this one more time before, just so I have a peace of mind. You're all set.
After service, I had a delicious lunch and went back to my hotel to relax for a little bit.
Okay, so I'm back at the hotel. I'm done with the first church, the church that actually hired me to bring, myself out here. It's really good. I'm happy with where we're at, but unfortunately tomorrow we have another church that I'm going to help out. See, I'm sure you guys have noticed by now in this episode that when we were doing Soundcheck yesterday, there were 2 ladies standing to my right. They're with another church that actually owns the building of where Kingdom Legacy is at. So they're sharing equipment, they're sharing space layout. So I want to make sure that that the building owners also know how to use the equipment. So I'm going to head back tomorrow. I wasn't planning on it, but I'm going to head back tomorrow to just make sure that they're good as well. And then we can call this episode done. I mean, you guys saw it. I'm basically training 2 different church staffs out here. And one of them, Kingdom Legacy, was a little more competent, but that's not, that's not personal to the 2 ladies of the other church. So we're going to make sure that they're up to date with everything. We're going to make sure that they're familiar with the equipment, and that'll give me also another chance to really truly dial in everything to make sure that it's good. So we're going to head back tomorrow, but for now, tonight, I was going to go to the strip and just take pictures, but Kingdom Legacy invited me to go out and play pickleball. I am the furthest thing from an athlete, as you can see. So I'm going to be an embarrassment, but it's going to be fun. So yeah, we're going to play some pickleball, and I'll try to get some footage, but this is more of a personal night out, so don't be mad if you don't see any footage.
This family is full of animal competitors, especially Pastor. He's 65, but moves like a man half his age. Bernard was an absolute unit on the court, and I couldn't beat him in any of the games I played. But Pastor and I dominated every match we were teamed up in. A very good night was had.
All right, guys, I'm here at the church one last time. I'm going to check and make sure that the ladies are all set, ready to go, and then we can call this trip a success, and I can go home. All right. So we have a guitar player here with a vocal effect pedal and his guitar going through the same channel. So bane of my existence here.
You see? What?
He's getting all nervous on us now.
What?
He's getting nervous on me now.
There we go, that's better. That's better. That's better. Okay, that's better. So you have another guitar player with the same
he's
thing?
Not even here.
He's not even here.
So we'll figure out him after service, I guess.
Okay.
If he's here.
Yeah, well, let's hope he is here.
These guys weren't streaming this service. They do an early morning service, which they do stream, and a later service, which I was at, which they don't stream. Same band for both services.
Tell him to get a separate track for his vocal. Okay. Like, because guitar and vocal on the same channel, that's literally gonna kill you. So just, you need to tell him to use a separate mic. You need to tell him to use a separate mic. Because either way, his guitar is still a little loud, but like, I'm working with it, but like, he needs to get his own vocal mic on his own channel so he can separate it. He's sounding like John Lennon on a late Beatles song with all the modulation he has in his vocal. So like, that's tough to get him to cut through everything else. But we got 3 more songs, so I already got it. I already got it in a much better place right now. Like, I'm listening on the stream, so okay, so there's your stream volume. Okay.
Oh!
That's your stream volume right there.
So, but it never gets anything, I mean, it does barely go to yellow when they're up there. That's why it's so low.
Well, right now I'm gonna get it now, so when they actually play,
it goes up. Oh, yeah.
That's so now I can actually see what's going to you.
Okay.
I just want to speak the name of Jesus.
There we go.
Every dark addiction starts to break. Declaring there is hope and there is freedom. I speak Jesus.
There we go.
Your name is power. Your name is healing. Your name is life. Break every stronghold. Shine through the shadows. Burn like a light.
That's cool. The case is indestructible. You're good. Your band also plays way quieter than the other one. There it is.
All right. Yeah, no, it's exciting what's going on in our church, and I tell you what, these ladies spent 3 hours the other night just working on getting our service online. Like something's buzzing right now, it's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Do I just need to do it?
Yeah. Quick pause.
I don't want to.
It's fixed.
I love Chris.
It's the bass. So when he gets up and speaking,
mute it.
Mute everything except him.
Okay.
What's going on with this end? Hey, let me give you a couple things. Our weekly Bible reading. I hope you're staying on track. And again, so good and important that we are going through Scripture. I can only say from my own life, I can remember a time where I would read little bits here and there, and it wasn't until I read through the Bible.
You can set it on
Where
mute.
I really
You can set it to mute groups, yep.
reading
Yep.
and the Bible came from. So I really want to encourage
You can set the mute groups however you want so that you could turn everything off except him in one button. All right, now that we got that taken care of, so I have it on here.
Okay.
Community 26, this
Okay.
is you guys,
Yep.
right? So when you come in, after
Yep,
they're
yep.
done, so this is Kingdom Legacy, so like they're
Right.
completely different from you.
Yep.
You turn on the board,
Yep.
you go to View
Yep.
and Scenes,
Yep.
go over to Scenes, Community 26, load.
Yep.
Yeah, and as long as we
There's
don't
you.
save any change, we'll change our
We
name.
can save
But
ours.
this
You
is
could-
a community. That's what we already did our own. So this is the other community is still us, but that's the one that we were. It was not the same.
So
Yeah.
use from now on.
It's so sweet.
So use from now on Community 26,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Bus 3 and 4 is your stream.
Yeah.
When you get these headphones in, you're gonna solo, and now whatever you're listening on here is what's going over to stream when you hit solo, right? To adjust anything on stream, again, I know I'm repeating myself.
That's okay, please do.
Select sends on fader, and whatever you adjust here now, while that flashing button is going on, whatever you adjust here goes onto your stream,
Okay.
right?
Perfect.
The minute you click this and it's not flashing anymore, whatever you adjust here is going over the mains inside here.
Correct.
Okay?
Okay, so it's this that's flashing.
You
that
got to
we're going
select
over
this
the line.
first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Select this first, sends on fader.
Yep.
Because if you select the synth
Live
or whatever,
select, yeah. Okay.
sends on fader, now whatever you adjust here, this is the level sending to whatever this bus is. Think of it that way.
Right,
so
right.
if you select something on this side, you're saying, okay, I want this to be sent this stuff here at that level. When you select a channel here, you want to send it to whatever bus is here.
Okay.
Think of it that way. So just make sure that bus 3 or 4, whichever, they're a stereo pair, so you can click either one. Make sure you click it first, sends on fader, and then whatever you adjust here goes over your stream. So you have it dialed in. I have it so it's just kissing the red, so volume should be good for you. And
Yeah.
you're all set now. I saw that you're starting to relabel stuff.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think too.
Uh-huh.
Okay, good.
Yep.
So mute groups. Let's go over this real quick.
Okay.
Very, very simple. Mute group 1 turns off everything going over the mix and everything. Turns off everything except Pastor Lapel.
Right.
Perfect.
Mute group 2, Pastor Lapel. So if the band's about to go on, if the band's going off and he's coming on, mute group 2, okay, he's muted. If he's about to come on, hey, welcome, whatever, and then as the band's stopping, mute group 1.
Awesome.
Yeah, that'll get rid of that buzz, but we will get an amp.
Yes, you need a bass
I
amp.
added it to our
You-
equipment
yes,
list.
you
So
absolutely
I added
need-
that, added the microphones.
Yes, the room mics. So have Eloy come in and put him in either local 3132 in here. He's competent enough, he can do that. And what you would do then, let's say this is the room mic, pan left, pan right, so it's a stereo pair, right? You go to home, link,
And then
so now these two channels are linked.
and that would be both perfect.
So, but the main important thing, do not send it to the main LR bus, because now you're telling the console you want this
That
to go
instead
to the
of
main.
that.
Oh, yeah, we
So
don't
you will
want
literally be blasting the mix from there into the mic, and that will be feedback nightmare. So make sure that's deselected. So these are your room mics, and then all you would do, you would keep them unmuted, keep the faders down, select, sends on fader,
And then do it.
and then send it to taste.
Okay.
Right?
Perfect.
That's what you would do. And in the meantime, let me put a basic EQ in real quick in case, so when you do that, it's very, very simple.
Yeah.
You just want the mids.
Mids.
You want to
Okay.
cut off everything else, and you want the ambience.
Awesome. Perfect. Yeah. Well, yeah, because if that's going to help, I mean, I know that'll help them too, so we'll get that right away.
Yep.
That and the bass. Perfect.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the room mics are just like I said, salt on a stew. That's all it is. Like that's a little bit of, oh, that sounds lovely. Okay, and the bass amp will literally just take care of all that buzz for you. And that will literally, because this is insane to have like the input gain all the way up like that. That's just absolutely crazy.
Why his sound was so different. Why his bass sounded different was because we needed that other amp.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
That makes sense. That makes sense now.
So,
I can't thank you enough. This is awesome.
yeah, so
Oh,
you're all
wonderful.
set. You're all set with this.
Thank you again, Chris, for coming.
Oh, no problem. I wanted to make sure you guys are all taken care of. Okay, so we're all done with this church. Everything's good. I'm glad I decided to come here on the Sunday service because the community church has a completely different band, obviously, but they also have completely different mix needs. So it was good to come here and make sure that the ladies were all good. Also, they're a little bit new with sound, so I wanted to make sure that they were taught everything that they need to know. So now that we're all good, both churches have set mixes that I'm very happy with. Let's go have lunch and let's go do some touristy things and wrap up my weekend here in Vegas.
After a fantastic burger from Fuku Burger, which by the way, so much better than crappy In-N-Out, I checked out the Shelby Museum to look at some legendary cars Carroll Shelby designed for Ford. It was surreal seeing the main workshop Shelby American has where they modify customer and Ford special order cars. They're putting in superchargers, upgraded suspension, other performance parts, etc. But it was absolutely amazing as a car enthusiast to see some of the Cobras, Mustangs, and even the holy grail of Fords, a GT40 race car, just sitting in this showroom. If you're even remotely interested in cars, or if you're just a big movie fan, I implore you, please watch Ford v Ferrari. It tells arguably the greatest story in auto racing history, where Carroll Shelby and Ken Miles, along with Ford, produced the GT40 race car and defeated the unbeatable Ferrari at the 66 24 Hours of Le Mans race. It's an outstanding movie. Anyways, my love of all things zoomy and fast satisfied, I drove around the desert some more before checking into the airport for my flight home. But in the end, I ended up right back where I started. I could still mix winners, and I can make all kinds of money for bands and venues back home. And why mess up a good thing? And that's that.